Some days carry a special vibration. They pull certain people toward messages, numbers, or moments that seem perfectly timed. October 12th is one of those days. It's not random that you're hearing this now. You were drawn here because your energy is ready for something new. Life has a way of showing you what matches your frequency, and this moment is one of those mirrors. The truth is, energy attracts energy. When your thoughts and emotions reach a higher frequency, the universe begins to respond differently. You start seeing signs, hearing words, or finding videos that match what's already happening inside you. This isn't magic, it's resonance. You attract what vibrates at the same level as your feelings and intentions. October 12th opens a small but powerful energetic doorway. Those who are aware enough to sense it can feel the shift. It's like a silent invitation to step into a new reality. You might feel a pull toward change, an urge to let go, or a spark of excitement for something unseen. That's the signal of alignment. It's the universe whispering, you're in tune. If you found this today, take it as confirmation. You're not lost or lucky, you're aligned. The energy around you is guiding you toward growth, purpose, and creation. Don't ignore that pull. This isn't just a date, it's a mirror showing who you've become and what you're ready for next. Think of the universe as a vast, intelligent system. It listens to your thoughts and feelings the same way an algorithm tracks your interests online. Whatever you focus on most, it sends you more of it. Your emotional frequency acts like your personal search history, constantly shaping your experiences. This is the secret most people never realize. You're always programming your reality with what you feel. When you live in worry or doubt, the field mirrors that vibration and brings matching experiences. But when your focus shifts toward gratitude, clarity, and purpose, the energy field responds instantly. It's not about luck, it's about signal strength. The clearer your emotion, the faster the reflection returns. The universe doesn't judge your choices. It simply amplifies them. Like a mirror, it reflects your inner world back to you through people, events, and timing. That's why some days feel heavy and others magical. The difference lies not in the day itself, but in the energy you bring into it. The algorithm of life is precise, not personal. So when you find yourself here, listening, know that you've entered a higher algorithm, one that matches your rising awareness. You're tuning into the frequency of creation, where thoughts and emotions merge into results. This is how winners are made, not by force but by alignment. Synchronicities aren't random. They're patterns of energy connecting your inner state to the outer world. When your heart and mind become coherent, when they move in rhythm, you begin to notice signs, numbers, and perfect timing everywhere. Science shows that the heart has its own electromagnetic field that communicates with your brain and the environment around you. When those two align, reality responds. Every thought has an electric charge, and every emotion carries a magnetic one. Together, they form a signal that moves through the quantum field. The more coherent that signal becomes, the stronger your attraction to similar energy. This is why elevated emotions like love, gratitude, or joy often bring faster manifestations. They're clear frequencies that don't contradict themselves. Have you ever thought of someone just before they texted you? Or noticed repeating numbers during moments of deep reflection? Those aren't coincidences. They're reminders that you're influencing reality at a level most people overlook. Synchronicity is your proof that consciousness and energy are intertwined. So if this message found you today, take it as a sign that your frequency is in motion. You're not waiting for life to happen. You're already shaping it. Every heartbeat and every thought are part of a precise design unfolding perfectly for you. Reality isn't what you see, it's what you believe about what you see. Most people live behind the lens of their memories. Their minds project the past onto every new experience, creating the illusion that life never changes. This is why transformation feels hard, not because the world resists you, but because perception repeats what it already knows. The old self filters reality through fear, doubt, and expectation. It's like wearing tinted glasses, everything appears colored by what you've lived before. But the moment you step beyond those patterns, a new layer of perception appears. Suddenly, what looked like obstacles become signals, and what once felt like endings turns into beginning energy. The unknown may feel uncomfortable, but it's where all creation begins. When you let go of needing to predict or control, you enter the space where infinite possibilities exist. This is the dimension of pure awareness, The level where thoughts begin to shape matter and emotion becomes a creative force. So when you open your mind today, remind yourself perception is programmable. Every time you choose curiosity over fear, you update the software of your reality. You stop reacting and start creating. That's what true winners do. They live beyond the limits of their old story. There's an invisible energy surrounding everything, a field filled with endless potential. Every thought you think sends a signal into this field, and every feeling adds magnetic force to it. Together, they form the blueprint of your future experiences. This isn't fantasy. It's how creation begins long before it becomes visible. Imagine your thoughts as small electric sparks and your emotions as the magnet pulling those sparks together. The stronger your emotional charge, the faster those thoughts take shape in the physical world. That's why repeating affirmations without emotion rarely works. The power lies in feeling what you think. Energy responds to emotion more than words. In this quantum field, time doesn't work the way we think. The past, present, and future exist as overlapping waves of possibility. When you focus on your desired outcome with belief and gratitude, you collapse those waves into a single reality, the one you experience. The moment you truly feel it, it begins to exist. You are not separate from this field. You are part of it, constantly sending and receiving signals. The winners of life aren't those who force change. They're the ones who learn to tune their inner frequency to match what they desire. Once that happens, the field must respond. It's not a matter of if, but when. Every emotion you feel sends out a signal into the universe. That signal acts like a frequency that draws matching experiences toward you. When you feel grateful, you attract more reasons to be grateful. When you live in fear, you draw events that keep fear alive. This is not luck or fate. It's vibration. Energy moves where your emotion flows. Winners understand this truth. They protect their energy and choose their emotions carefully. They know emotions are creative forces, not reactions. The energy of joy, love, and peace expands your field. It reaches farther and communicates clearly with the universe. The energy of anger, guilt, or doubt shrinks it. The difference is simple but life-changing. One opens doors, the other closes them. Gratitude is one of the most powerful frequencies. It tells the universe that your desire is already fulfilled. It shifts your focus from waiting to receiving. When you feel thankful for what you haven't yet seen, you start to vibrate as if it's already done. The field matches that vibration and brings opportunities into form. Gratitude pre-creates the reality. Every time you shift from frustration to appreciation, your frequency rises. You can feel the change instantly. A lightness, a calm, a quiet power. That's your signal expanding. That's you tuning to the frequency of winners, people who create not through control but through emotional alignment. Most people live trapped inside emotional memories. They replay the same events in their mind, keeping their body addicted to old feelings. When you remember pain, anger, or disappointment, your body can't tell the difference between the memory and the real event. It releases the same chemicals again, keeping you locked in the past. This is how the memory loop controls reality. Each time you relive an old emotion, you strengthen the neural path that keeps it alive. You keep feeding energy into the very state you want to escape. It's like watching the same movie every day and expecting a new ending. The loop continues until awareness interrupts it. Freedom begins when you stop rehearsing the past. When you notice an old emotion rise, pause. Take a breath and choose a new response. Each moment of awareness weakens the loop's grip. You're literally rewiring your brain toward the future instead of the past. The moment you stop giving energy to the old story, space opens for a new one. That's when transformation begins. Winners understand this. To create a new reality, you must stop emotionally funding the old one. Detachment from the past is not forgetting, it's reclaiming your power to choose. The present moment is where all change happens. It's not just a pause between past and future. It's the space of creation itself. When your mind leaves the present, it falls into worry or memory. But when you return to now, you step into the field of pure potential. The body relaxes, the mind clears, and energy flows differently. Being present is not about silence or stillness, it's about awareness. It's noticing your breath, your thoughts, and your emotions without judgment. This awareness breaks the chain between reaction and response. In that space, you gain power, the the power to choose a new thought and with it, a new direction. Most people underestimate how strong the present moment is. In the now, the past loses power. The body's addictions to stress, anger, or fear begin to fade because there's no trigger. The present moment starves the old patterns. It's like sunlight dissolving fog. Clarity returns and new possibilities appear. Every time you pause and breathe instead of reacting, you reprogram your mind. You're teaching your body that safety and creation live in stillness, not chaos. This is where transformation takes root. Not in doing more, but in being fully here. The now is your true portal of power. Your body listens to your mind. Every thought creates a chemical message that tells your cells how to behave. Positive beliefs release healing hormones, negative beliefs signal stress and defense. This is how your biology responds to your perception. When you believe in wellness, peace, and purpose, your body aligns with that belief. Energy recalibration happens when belief shifts from doubt to certainty. It's like tuning a musical instrument. The moment your thoughts, feelings, and expectations harmonize, your cells adjust to match. That's why miracles of healing or sudden change often follow deep emotional realization. Belief changes biology faster than effort. Science calls this epigenetics, the ability of environment and thought to turn genes on or off. Your inner environment is shaped by emotion. Each elevated feeling, love, gratitude, joy, tells your cells to relax and repair. Over time, your whole system resets. The field responds to the signal of health and sends matching circumstances. The winners of life don't just change habits, they change beliefs. They stop seeing themselves as victims of life and start acting as creators of it. Each belief they choose becomes a command to the body and to the energy field. That's true power, conscious biological alignment with thought. The heart is more than a muscle. It's a generator of electromagnetic energy that radiates far beyond your body. It has its own intelligence, a rhythm that communicates with your brain and the energy field around you. When your heart and mind work together, they create coherence, a balanced state that draws harmony into your life. This coherence isn't just emotional, it's physical and energetic. Studies show that when you feel love or appreciation, your heart rhythm becomes smooth and ordered. That rhythm influences your brain waves, making your thoughts clearer and calmer. The body enters a state of flow where everything functions better: mind, health, and manifestation. The code of the heart is emotion. When you consciously generate feelings of compassion, gratitude, or love, you're unlocking a signal that reaches the quantum field. That signal carries your intentions farther and faster than thought alone. The heart amplifies what the mind imagines. So, when you center yourself in your heart each day, you're not just calming emotions, you're programming reality. You're sending out a message that says, I am ready, I am whole, I am aligned. And the universe, like a precise mirror, begins to return experiences that match that vibration. Reality is not fixed, it responds to awareness. Science shows that observation changes how particles behave. When something is watched, it behaves differently than when it's not. This is known as the observer effect, and it's more than physics, it's a mirror for how consciousness shapes experience. Your attention is the creative force that decides what form reality takes. When you focus on problems, you feed them energy. When you focus on solutions, you invite new outcomes. Attention is creation. Wherever you place it, life expands. The secret is to observe consciously, not emotionally. Emotion ties you to what already exists. Awareness frees you to see new possibilities. This is how you collapse one reality and open another. You are not a victim of random events. You are the observer choosing what becomes visible. Each thought you hold with conviction is a small act of observation that alters your field. The more coherent your focus, the faster your life rearranges to match it. You're not watching reality, you're shaping it in real time. So when something feels uncertain, don't react. Observe it with calm awareness, and let the field reorganize itself around your higher focus. Winners know this secret. They don't fight for control. They guide their attention. They understand that the power to watch without fear is the power to transform. Most of your life runs on subconscious programs, habits formed long ago. These programs manage thoughts, feelings, and reactions before you even think. They're like invisible scripts that tell your body how to respond to the world. If those scripts were built on fear or limitation, you keep replaying the same patterns again and again. The subconscious doesn't choose, it obeys. It records through repetition and emotion. When something repeats with strong feeling, it becomes automatic. That's why certain memories trigger instant reactions. To change your life, you must change those automatic patterns by giving your subconscious new instructions. Awareness is the key to rewriting the code. Meditation, affirmations, and mindful self-talk all reprogram the subconscious when combined with emotion. The secret isn't just to repeat words, it's to feel them. When the body feels what the mind says, new neural connections form. Over time, those connections become the new default state, the new autopilot of your life. Winners don't rely on willpower, they rely on reprogramming. They know lasting change happens below awareness. Every new thought they emotionally embody sends a message to the subconscious that says, "This is who I am now," and soon the body believes it, and reality follows. Your personality creates your personal reality. The way you think, feel, and act forms the energetic signature that life responds to. Most people try to change their life while staying the same person inside, but that never works. The outer world always mirrors the inner identity. To build a new reality, you must become someone new first. Breaking the identity loop means stepping beyond familiar emotions and behaviors. It means no longer saying, "That's just who I am." You're not your past, you're your potential. Every time you choose to think differently, feel differently, and act differently, you send a new signal to the field. Over time, the universe begins to reflect that new self. Change feels uncomfortable because the body is addicted to old feelings. It craves the chemical rush of what's familiar, even if it's painful. That's why transformation feels uncertain at first. You're literally reconditioning your body to a new identity, but that discomfort is a sign of growth, not failure. Winners understand this process. They stop asking, "When will my reality change?" and start asking, "Who am I being right now?" Identity is the command center of creation. When you live as the person who already has what you desire, the field has no choice but to rearrange in your favor. The future doesn't begin tomorrow, it begins with the emotion you choose right now. When you feel the energy of your desired future as if it's already real, you send a magnetic signal that draws it closer. The universe doesn't respond to time, it responds to frequency. Feeling the future now makes it present in vibration. Visualization works because emotion is energy in motion. When you imagine your dream life and feel genuine excitement or gratitude, your brain fires new patterns as if it's already happening. The field receives that vibration and organizes matter to match it. This is why those who feel rich before wealth arrives, or feel loved before love appears, eventually live those realities. The key is consistency. You can't just feel the future once and return to fear the next day. The frequency must be maintained long enough for matter to catch up. That's where most people give up. They measure progress with their eyes instead of their energy. But the field responds to emotion long before results are visible. Every time you feel joy for what's coming, you shorten the distance between where you are and where you want to be. That feeling is the magnet that guides your path. You don't chase your future. You attract it by becoming emotionally aligned with it today. October 12th is not just another date. It's a symbolic portal of awareness. It represents a crossroad between the old self and the new. On this day, energy flows faster, clarity comes easier, and synchronicities align for those who are ready. It's a day when the field seems to whisper, "Choose now, your next reality awaits." Those who find this message today are already tuned to that vibration. It's not random that you're here. The field brought you to this moment because your frequency matched it. You're standing at the threshold of a new identity, one that doesn't wait for change but creates it through emotion, thought, and choice. Today's invitation is simple. Stop replaying the past. Start broadcasting the frequency of who you want to become. Every thought and feeling you send out today holds multiplied power. The universe is listening closely. Align your energy with clarity, gratitude, and certainty, and watch how quickly your world begins to shift. Only winners recognize these moments. They don't scroll past them. They act on them. October 12th is your signal. The day your future self reaches out and says, "It's time." This is your portal, your activation, your confirmation that alignment is happening now. You didn't search for this message. It found you. The same vibration that lives within this voice lives within you. That's why you're here. It's not luck, it's resonance. This is proof that your energy has reached a level ready for expansion. The universe brought you this sign to remind you that you're not behind, you're awakening. From this moment on, everything you think, feel, and focus on becomes a creative command. You are no longer reacting to life. You are shaping it. The field listens to your emotion more than your words, so speak through gratitude, love, and faith. These are the true languages of creation. Every challenge ahead is an invitation to rise higher. Every coincidence is a reflection of your progress. You're stepping into a reality built by choice, not chance. The future isn't waiting, it's responding. Stay aware, stay aligned, and stay open to signs like this. They're confirmations, not coincidences. If you've listened this far, you are one of the few who truly understand that energy never lies. You are in sync with the flow of creation. Remember this truth: you found this message because the universe wanted to remind you, you are the winner it was waiting for.